Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and this could be the most important video for Uber drivers if you're wanting to make some money. I'm going to talk about one thing that I do, and I'm finding other people are doing, and they're responding to a video I did a few days back. And if you're new here, this could be the most important video I've ever done to explain one of the tricks that I use to make more money. All right, doing Uber. All right, now this is for full-time drivers. If you're full-time, part-time, it don't matter. But you full-time guys that are really out there kicking it, you may want to watch and listen to this comment. I'm gonna try to it's a rather long comment. It's from a gentleman that is from Canada that is working in Eastern Europe as an Uber driver. All right, he talks about getting his energy up every day before he goes to work. He goes to the gym, all that kind of stuff. And he says he does that because he wants to get his energy level up for showtime. Remember that word. That word's going to come back up here in a minute, okay? Showtime. I've explained that in videos before. When people get in your vehicle, it's showtime. We're talking about making money today, all right? Blah, blah, showtime. It's game day for me. I'm armed to the teeth with compliments, witty banter, soothing words, in case they're not feeling so good. He's talking about it. The rider's not feeling so good. Soothing words. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to compliment. There's a game here we're going to talk about today, okay? So listen to this. Blah, 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 blah. Soothing words, in case they're not feeling so good. I find it important also to be a good salesman in this game, and it does. Knowing when to go in hustling and when to back off, and also is also just as important, and it is. I've talked about it before, and we're going to talk about it some more here. When to back off, when to talk, here we go. This is a game from the time the passengers get in your vehicle until you get them out of your vehicle. It's a game. It's showtime again, okay? Blah, blah. Sometimes I can make a good tip even without talking too much, and you can. All because I can gauge the emotionality of the customer's body language, and the way they answer you. And you can. If you start talking to people and they're not really answering you right back, they're being friendly, but they're not wanting to talk. Just back off. You give them some time. All right. Let them ask you a question. Once they ask you a question, we're talking about a game here today, guys, and making more money on Uber. So we're going to talk about more of this after I get through with the rest of this comment. I'm almost done. I know when they want to be left alone. I recognize it. Give them their space, and they really appreciate it, and they do. They do. I can tell you times and times where I've just backed off because, as you can tell, Daddy-O will talk. And we'll get a conversation going. But that's the one thing that most Uber drivers can say, that when they say they're not making the tips, they're not making the money, it's because they're missing that one element. Now, you may have a language problem there. Some of your passengers may not speak English that well. You may not speak English that well, and your passengers do. So there's that language problem. In those cases, and I have it happen here, people will come into town that don't speak English real well. It's okay. You greet them the same way. When they get in your vehicle, you let them know that you recognize that, my name is. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to people when they get in the car. If they don't know it, because a lot of times I have people ask me as they're getting out, because I get a lot of requests a lot of times. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But there's games you can play, and the showtime. I've talked about, I riding around yesterday, and I was riding around listening to, on my own, some old Grand Funk Railroad. All right, the first concert I ever saw in my life when I was a young boy, I went to a Grand Funk Railroad concert. I have video come up, and I saw it there. I clicked on that. I'm riding down the road listening to Grand Funk Railroad. Sometimes I'll listen to Led Zeppelin. I love some good old Led Zeppelin. But when I get peeps in my car, It's showtime. It's money-making time. It's a hustle. Ubering is a hustle. Some people just come out here, some drivers just come out and do their Ubering, and they just ride around, picking them up, taking them over there, picking them up, taking them over there, picking them up, taking them over there, not trying to do anything to make what happens happen. All right, I've talked about this before. There's money to be made doing Uber if you're doing just certain things, and the talking can be one of the best ways. I have picked up people in the past where I'll start the ride off. I've introduced myself. I don't get no real response from them. I'll drive a mile or two away, and then I'll know where I'm at because I work my area. I know my area, and I'll pass a celebrity's house, and I'll go, oh, that's so-and-so's house. And then all of a sudden they'll go, oh, really? From that moment on, we got a conversation going, because I can tell them about the other 6 celebrities that are also here. You see what I mean? You give them some space when you see that they're not wanting to talk in the beginning. And then along the ride, you try to give them something extra, pointing them out a scenery or a place you're going by, a historical place, whatever it may be. At some point, you try to initiate another conversation before you get them out. See if you can get them to key back up on you. It's showtime. This is a hustle. This is a game. You know, the gentleman here, let's see if I can get it back up. The gentleman here was talking about, he's got how do you word it? It's a game. It's game day for me. I am armed to the teeth with compliments, witty banter, soothing words in case they're not feeling so good. I find it's also important to be a good salesman in this game, and it is. If you've got that knack, if you've got that ability to do just talk, be friendly. I've told you this before. You want to come off as a friendly person when people... We're talking about making extra money. We're talking about a hustle today. We're talking about showtime. This is what it takes to kick Uber over the fence for you. This is what gets it started. This is what makes it happen. Talk. I'm old. I've got a lot of stories. I've been through a lot in life. I'll pick up some pilots here and take them over to the local airport. I used to fly. I know something to start talking about. You see what I mean? If you can find something along the way to get a conversation started, do it. That's what gets you when they get out to send you that $5 or lay a $10 up here or $20. And someone laid $40 cash on me last night. Just handed it to me. All right. I mean, and I didn't take them 5.5 miles, but we had a good ride. We talked all the way. I had some good music. I've told you there are other things that goes along with that talking. But when you can talk, that I can turn all this off. I mean, I can shut the radio down, shut all that down. I can roll the windows down. I'll get a tip. All right. If they don't mind the windows being open, I don't have to have all the amenities going, the smell, blah, 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 blah. I've talked about before. I'll work it. All right. If I have to work it, I've told you the other day in a video, I used to have a little Land Rover that at night, the AC had gone out in it, but at night I'd go out and do some Ubering in it because I could roll the windows partially down, open the sunroof, and I still could play my game. I still could talk. I still could play the hustle. And that's what Uber really is. If you want to get out and make the money, the extra money, learn how to talk to your people. That is so important. Greet them soon. Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome to Florida. We brought this tropical weather in just for you guys. You see what I mean? And you hit them off with a conversation like that in the get-go, people are going to kind of chuckle. They're going to laugh and they're going to go, but you've broke the ice. You've begun the hustle. That's where it starts at. As soon as they sit their butts down in your back seat, the hustle begins and you start talking. If they don't want to talk, you find out right off, you'll get a rhythm for what these people are about. If they key back up on you as soon as you say that and they're ready to talk, you're going to get your 5-star and you're going to get some money. Play the game. This is a hustle, and it can be one of the best hustles in the world if you work it right. All right. Even with the gas prices, you can still hustle, make up for those gas prices. I'm glad I'm not doing gas now. I'm in the electric, but if I was in the gas, I'd still be playing the same games, and I'd be making up for that extra $1.50 or whatever it is right now on top of what it was a few weeks back. There's a hustle out here. Get out, play the hustle, talk to your people, Do the other things I've mentioned in the videos. It helps, but that talking can be the most important thing you do. And this could have been the most important video about doing Uber you've ever watched in your life. If you've gotten anything out of it, subscribe, ring the bell, do the thumbs up. That's a biggie. You can also hype the video. Hit the hype button, okay? Daddy-O out for the day. You guys get out and go make some money. Damn, guys. Bye.